right, this is journal page 21. So we have looked at solving equations, solving inequalities, and now we're going to look at writing equations and then writing inequalities from word problems. Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging for those of you that aren't in school because this is word problems, and taking notes on word problems is going to be a little bit more challenging because you don't have the copies. Alright, so I want you to take about half of page 21 and I want you to divide it into 4 boxes, just like I just did. And in this first one we're going to put addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So first of all, we're going to list words that are associated with all 4 of those. Now we're going to put a little arrow between our addition and our subtraction because they are inverses, sometimes their words overlap just a little bit. Same thing with multiplication and division. Now there are tons of words out there for each of these. And in class, we're going to actually list them together and come up with them together. But I'm going to use the little list that we came up with last year. So last year we came up with addition could mean sum. It could be plus. More than. Combined. Together. All together. Both. Added to. Oops, sorry, that is very blurry. And I'll zoom in a little bit. So go ahead and get those copied down as different types of addition words. Alright, you should have them copied by now, so let's look at some subtraction words. So we could have minus, difference, less than, take away, withdraw, leftover, how many left, how many left, deduct, remove. Oh, those are all some subtraction words. Alright, so multiplication, if you need more time, just pause this video. We could have product times by, per, of, groups of, equal groups, doubled, twice, and tripled. And again, there's a lot more, but those are some common ones. Alright, if you need more time, please pause this video. Alright, division, we have each, which can also be used with multiplication. We have quotient, equal parts, evenly, shared, equally split. Out of every. We could have it looking as ratios. Those are all division. All right, in class, they are going to be given 4 word problems. And obviously, I'm not going to have you write the whole word problem down, so we are just going to take some notes on each of them. So I'm going to take the second half of this page. I'm again divided into 4. And we're going to label this as number 1. It's problem number 1 we're going to do. And problem number 1, I'm going to read to you. Last week, Fred had $11. He washed cars over the weekend and now has $53. How much money did he make washing cars? Okay, so we have Fred had $11. He washed cars over the weekend and now has $53. How many now has 53 cars from washing $53, sorry, from washing cars. From washing cars. How much money did he make washing cars? How much did he make? Now, I know it's not fun to handwrite these. I understand. That's why we're not handwriting the whole thing. But it is the only way that I know how we can do word problems. So we're going to write an equation. We're going to solve for it. So he had 11. And he washed cars over the weekend and now has 53. So he now has 53. So that's a total. How much money did he make washing cars? So he added to his washing however many cars. However much money he made from the cars. So I'm going to solve it. Subtract 11 from both sides. And he made $42 washing cars. Now these are one-step simple ones. We're starting off with our easiest ones. Okay, we're going to come to this box and we're going to do number 2. Mary found 98 seashells and 34 starfish on the beach. She gave Nancy some of her seashells. She has 39 seashells left. How many seashells did she give to Nancy? So Mary found 98 seashells. She also had starfish, but that has nothing to do with her problem, so I'm not going to write it down. She gave Nancy some and has 39 left. Okay, so we want to find out how many she gave Nancy. So she had 98. She now has a total of 39. We have some things. We have the word gave. That's a good subtraction word we didn't list. We have how many she has left, which is up there on our list. So we're going to subtract however many she gave Nancy. Okay. So I'm going to subtract 98 from both sides. And I know that there are more than one way to answer this question. More than one way to write it. This one leaves us with some negatives, actually. Oh my goodness. I cannot write today. I'm sorry, guys. It's not even supposed to be that. Sorry, guys. All right. So 39 minus 98 is negative 59. Divide both those by that negative 1 to get n equals 59. She gave 59 to her friend. Again, we're looking at some one-step simple ones, so we can build on to that. All right, let's look at number 3. The store has CDs and DVDs that you need. How many packs of DVDs can you buy with $180 if one pack costs $12? Okay, so CDs cost $12 each. You have $180. And I know we don't buy CDs anymore, but how many can you buy? Well, we have that word each, which kind of helps us out. Okay, so there's multiple ways to write it. We do want to make sure that we include a variable every time. So we have $180 total. That's our total. And I'm going to do 12, and it was each, which we talked about each could be division or multiply. So each CD. So I'm going to multiply those. To solve for it, I'm going to divide both sides by 12. And you can buy 15 CDs with $180. All right, number 4. Elena and her best friend found some money in an envelope. They split the money evenly, each getting $25. How much money did they find? So we have Elena and her friend found money. They split it evenly, and each got 25. All right, so we're going to write an equation. So our end product, what we ended up with is $25. They each got that $25. But we had Elena and her friends. So there's 2, and that word split is a division word, and we split it between 2 people. So we're going to be splitting whatever money they found by 2 people. And I know some of you are like, oh, Ms. Joel, we don't need to write an equation for this. Well, good. I hope you don't. But it does take us back to basics, reminding us how to write equations. We got 50. All right, if you need to copy any of that down, go ahead and pause it, but we're going to go ahead and slide over to the left side, where we're going to look at a few example problems. And I'm going to go ahead and I will send this to you if you have. I know not everyone has availability to print, which is perfectly fine. That's why I have a handwritten journal also. I have a journal that I just write in as if I didn't have a printer either, which is fine. All right, Julia sold 5 times as many computers as Sam sold last year. In total, they sold 78 computers. How many computers did Julius sell? So we're going to write Julius sold 5 times as many as Sam. In total, they sold 78. How many did Julius sell? Alright, give me a minute to get that copied down. Alright, so we have a total of 78. So I'm going to put that in my total spot. Julius sold 5 times as many as Sam. In total, they sold 78. So if I take Julius and Sam, so Sam sold this amount. But Julius sold 5 times Sam's amount. So 5 times Sam's. And a total, we're going to add those two together. So draw a line, combine like terms, divide by 6. And Julius sold 13. It was computers in this case. All right, let's look at another one. Lucy went shopping at Old Navy during a sale and saved $75. She ended up paying $60. What was Lucy's original total? I lost my spot there for a minute. All right, so Lucy went shopping. Lucy saved $75. She paid $60. What was the original cost? The original total. All right, so in the end, our total here was 60. But her original total was whatever this is. But she saved, and saved is a subtraction word. We deduct $75 away. So to solve, I add 75 to both sides. And my original total was $135. All right. That should take us to about halfway down the page. All right, let's look at this one. We're looking at Anna's. In one season, Anna ran 18 races. So I'm going to say Anna ran 18 races. This was 4 fewer. This is 4 fewer than twice the number she ran. Anna ran 18 races in one season. All right, give me a second to get that copied down. So her total was 18. Okay, she ran a total of 18 races. So let's look. We have 4 fewer. So I'm going to have 4 fewer than something. So here's my something. And I'm going to take 4, make it 4 fewer than that something. It's going to be 4 fewer than twice. And twice also means 2. So twice her races. So let's solve. Plus 4. Oh, sorry. I need to divide by 2, not R. All right. Oh, this is 4 fewer and twice the number. Sorry, that should say that Kelly ran. I'm so sorry. All right. Next problem. This will be our last one. 12 less than the quotient of a number and 8 is -1. All right. So we have 12 less than something. So I'm going to take this 12 something, and it's going to be 12 less than. So what's it going to be less than? It's going to be less than quotient. Quotient means division. So make a divide bar of a number and 8 is -1. So 12 is less than, so it's going to be less than something, so that's a subtraction. And it's less than when I take that quotient of the number and 8. So add 12 to both sides. Multiply both sides by 8. N equals 88. All right, yesterday, for some reason, y'all's warm-up did not load. So your your journal test is on Monday. All right, journal test is on Monday, so be sure. This will be the last pages that are on your journal test, is this page 21. So please be sure to have journals, page 21 up to date. The videos are at the top if you need to see them. You should have something on every single page between there. You also should have, and be sure you're numbering your pages, because I do my questions based on the page number. Also, the word for one of your warm-ups today is pumpkin. I know that I said that in yesterday's video if you watched it, but the word is pumpkin. All right, you'll have 2 warm-ups today. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I know we are having some issues. As always, please email me with questions. If you need to do a Zoom to ask questions, I'm good with that too. All right, y'all have a blessed day.